When I say bananas, you say peppers. And I feel like my light looks very, oh, I know why. Hello. Does that make it better? Yes, hello. How about if I turn on all the light switches? I'm walking a lot better now. This Tuesday was the 6th week of my broken foot. And I'm finally, like, I'm very, very rarely using my little scooter thing that I have down here. I'm not really using that too much anymore. And I was actually able to like completely walk like a whole almost mile lap today. So that is my longest walk in 6 weeks. So I'm feeling so much better. And before me today is a box that I have. I'm very excited about. There's only one thing in this box, and my family got this for me as like a broken foot gift. This was actually like a pre-order item, and I'm trying to think of what. I wonder if this was like a toy fair or something. Like, I was inundated with posts of everybody going to this like super cool trade show. I think it was the toy fair, which takes place sometime, I think in like February, late January in New York City. I've never gone. It seems like it would be very, very fun. But the booth that I saw this posted from is called Trick or Treat Studios, which I'm only slightly familiar with because when I went to Spirit Halloween last year, I noticed that they had a super awesome curly mask. You guys know it. This is a Goosebumps video. Yeah, so they had a Goosebumps curly mask, which if you guys were into Goosebumps, he was like the spokes skeleton for Goosebumps, like the skeleton with like the pink mohawk and the really cool little sunglasses. That's curly. And I was actually able to go to Spirit like after Halloween when they were having the, I don't know, 50% off sale or something. And so we actually have that mask on display, Dogman and I. I have the mask, the green mask from Goosebumps, and we also have the curly mask now from Goosebumps. But I have a very, very small collection of Goosebumps related items, both from my childhood and Dogman's childhood. Like I have a mummy pencil case. I feel like I've shown this on Snap a lot of times where it's like a mummy springs out of the pencil case. He holds 2 pencils and yeah, but one thing I've always wanted is a Slappy, but like a real ventriloquist sized dummy, or preferably like a functional I'm not gonna be able to say that word, ventriloquist dummy of Slappy. But the renditions that have been made in the past don't really look like accurate Slappy to me. It's just there's something like a little bit weird or off about it. And I feel like that bugs me. Like, I just kind of like don't want to collect that item at all if it doesn't look like the character it's supposed to look like. But this online looked like actual Goosebumps cover Night of the Living Dummy Slappy. And I feel like Goosebumps is just one of my micro interests that I revisit, you know, every XYZ. We started watching this fellow YouTube creator and he went back and was reading all the Goosebumps books as an adult, and it's been so fun. So I don't know, we've been kind of like in a Goosebumps frame of mind lately. And so I saw this and I was so excited. So let me pull him out of the box here. And that is what he's supposed to be, is a full-size, we've got foam, a full-size Slappy functioning ventriloquist dummy. And I'm actually unboxing this right now because it is Saturday. It's family game night tonight, and we have been playing Goosebumps Clue with my parents. So I feel like this will be super fun. Let me go ahead and open. Ooh, the eyes glow in the dark. I like the box, but collector's boxes is definitely something that I have been throwing away. guys. I'm literally about to make a junk journal video because I don't know if you guys can see the small stack of boxes on the floor behind me, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes of junk journaling materials that I've kept, and I'm about to cull through it. That's another video for another day. You guys, Slappy, look at him. I am so excited for this. I bet a lot of people who buy this are maybe gonna leave this sealed up, but not me. We're gonna open him and take him out of the box. Not recommended for children under 14. This item is not a toy, for decorative use only. That's what it says on the box. So yeah, his legs look invisible. Like, I guess they're just all smushed down. In the box, doesn't he kind of give off like Annabelle vibes a little bit? So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see, how, I bet he's like really, oh yeah, yep. He is like really taped in here for, oh my God, his legs are like tucked into his body or something. Very interesting, you guys. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, he's like taped in there really well. So I'm gonna run to the other room and get some scissors and do all this off screen because I bet you guys don't want to see me spend 10 minutes like struggling to cut open a box. All right. I'll be right back. I don't want him to fall on his face. Hang on. He's out of the box and his feet are actually tucked into his body area up here, which is so funny because I was about to say, oh, I almost missed my little scooter seat. I was about to say I have never owned a ventriloquist doll before, but I do have one other one, which almost sounds absurd to say out loud, but I have a ventriloquist dummy done in the style of my favorite Twilight Zone episode ever, which is Eye of the Beholder. So it's that doctor. I actually unboxed that with you guys as well. I'm almost 100% sure on this channel. But yeah, this guy, look at his face. So that one either does not have the inner workings of the doll like this, the doctor doll that I opened with you guys, because yeah, I don't remember like a giant hole being in his back, but this is, oh, this is wait, can you make him blink? No, hello, he doesn't have eyelids. So let me see if I can untuck his feet from his butt here. We've got one leg, we've got 2 legs. So I will say, because I'm always like, I always like to see if people, it's like when I started to do shoe unboxings like a million years ago, right? Like I would go on YouTube, I kind of wanted to always watch somebody else unbox the shoe first and like give me a review and let me know, like, was it worth my money? How cool did it look in motion on someone else? So I kind of wanted to do a short video for this item, even though it's like a collector's item and not something that you would really wear. Mine does have a cute little beauty mark down here on his hand. I know some people are like super concerned about like an item looking like absolutely perfect or something. So that's kind of the only like little cosmetic thing that I see. Other than that, the facial painting is so cool. I'm about to get a flashlight. I now have my mini brands like UV light / the light that I used to use for Labubu authentication. So let me see if that like, I feel like that makes glow in the dark stuff glow super fast. So let's see. Can y'all see his eyes on camera? Oh, there we go. He's got eyes. He's got glowing eyes. Let me see if I can charge it again. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Ah. The glowing is not like the strongest glow in the dark I've ever seen in my life, but it's pretty cool. It's like a nice little, you know, extra feature, if you will. I definitely just like the face. I love that it looks like the cover of the books. I really like that you can make him talk, you know? Hello. I kind of don't, hello, wait, I forgot. My mouth is not meant to be moving. I'm Slappy the dummy. With the power of editing. Yeah, I really, really like this. I mean, obviously, this is really just a decorative item. It's not really like a thing to do anything with. I feel like he does have this nice like wooden base for a butt. Like it feels really sturdy, like you could sit him on a shelf or something, which is so funny because I might actually put him in our closet because I have a shelf there currently with only like one doll on it. It was like a super tall, like it was supposed to be like kind of like a ball jointed doll that I got from Temu years ago, but I just think it looks really cool. So it's like sitting in a shelf on our closet, and maybe I will add this guy. But yeah, I kind of don't know what I thought this video would be. It is kind of like a shoe unboxing where it's like, here's this thing, except for I can't put it on my feet, you guys. But I'm very hopeful. I'm hopeful that I'm gonna be able to put on those Unifel razors real soon. I was talking about that in my latest Graveyard Girl video where I was like thinking like, what is my daily shoe gonna be again? Because the answer is probably not Crocs. So I was thinking like my Unifel razors, and I'm excited for the day that I will be able to put those back on. Oh, I know the next thing that I'm gonna do with you guys, and I just might film this video tonight, but let me show you guys what I want to start doing. Oh, I've got a magical trick-or-treat bucket. I was recently talking in Graveyard Girl 2 about how y'all, it is like the freaking purge. I am ready to destash, declutter, donate, get rid of so much stuff in one way or another. I feel like I have clarity, momentum. I'm excited to do it. And you guys, as we've been like deep cleaning every single thing, look at the treasures that we uncovered, okay? This is the ticket from my very first concert. Very first concert in my life. I went to go see Sting in 1996. What were you doing in 1996? And I cannot believe, I remember like my parents and I thinking that these tickets were so expensive, and it was $50. $50 to see Sting. Look at what else I found, you guys. I feel like this is so rare. I could not even find another example of it online. So stuff like this, I definitely want to scan in and put on my Tumblr for fun. This was a Astroworld, like a fast pass to the Serial Thriller roller coaster. This was like a reservation. They called it the Fast Lane. I think that they obviously were trying to dupe like Disney's Fast Pass system, which I was not even aware was around, like for Disney at the same time, like before Astroworld closed, which I think was in like, I think 2005 was their last year, but I could be wrong. I was a long, long time ago. But yeah, a freaking Astroworld Fast Pass. I love it. Look at what else I found, you guys. A Fright Fest Astroworld, like a map. They tell you what all of the frightful happenings were, and they like gave you a map with all the haunted houses. You guys, everything is falling off my lap. I actually was trying to find out what year this was, but I literally don't see any date or information. So that's funny. This fell on my lap, you guys, because I don't care what anyone says. This is the best that Disney World ever looked. The Cake Castle, a map of the Cake Castle. I love that. 1997. And who remembers this guy from, he was like always the Six Flags mascot, just a weird old man. I didn't get it then. I don't get it now. I kind of like it. It's very fitting for Fright Fest, but like, who came up with this, you know? So yeah, this is just another, Fright Fest map. I think that this one is actually dated. Yeah, 2005. So I think that this was like actually the last Fright Fest that we ever had at Astroworld. It's nothing now where Astroworld was. I wish they would have just like kept it open and like fixed it up. You know, it was a very fun place to go, but definitely the rides were like very malfunctioning, a lot of the time. Very scary things happening. So yeah. Oh, and I also found this. How cute is this? A Swamp Family member. Like, what a freaking like YouTube blast from the past, you guys. But a Swamp Family member from the UK sent this to me, and it was like, look at that. My face was on there. My face was on the little magazine. I don't know if Shout magazine exists anymore. There I was. And then they did this whole little thing that I thought was so cute. Thank you, Charlotte. You're the reason I still have this. But yeah, look, isn't this cute? The best of funny. It's very cute. I feel like I should like frame this or something so that I don't just shove it in another drawer again for another decade. So yes, we have been absolutely, you guys, we have been cleaning so much. Although this, like, I think people think that this is a mess. Back here, this is actually like, this is my style of decorating. You know, this is curated. These items are hanging. This is just my taste, which I understand is very ugly to a lot of people, but I like it. It makes me happy, so I'm gonna keep tacking baby dolls to my walls. That's still one of my favorite antique pieces ever. I can't see where I'm pointing. You guys may remember that was in my old filming room as well. I've had that piece forever. And then y'all cannot see him. I should film from that angle sometimes because I love him, you guys. My paper mache skeleton. Yes. Anyway, I feel like that is enough rambling, you guys. This video started out as Slappy review and ended as Astroworld maps. I don't even know. But anyway, let me know what you guys have been up to. Are you looking forward to like April Fool's Day? Do you celebrate April Fool's Day? I feel like pranks are not as much of a thing anymore. I was trying to like think of a prank in my mind, but literally the only thing that came to mind is put gummy worms in ice cubes. Is that a prank? I feel like that's not a prank. It's not a prank, bruh. No one says that anymore. It's like lit. Nobody says that anymore, you know? Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out today and for watching. If you're not already and you'd like to be, hit the button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Banana Pepper Squad today, and I will see you guys next. You know what? I didn't even address this. Did I sincerely pull this over here and say, this is what I was gonna do next, and then never get to that point? This is what I'm doing next, because it's been so long since I've done a pin swatching video, and literally I cleaned every pin and marker out of like our junk drawers because I thought I'm gonna actually try and see, do any of these things really work anymore? I mean, obviously like the pencils, like there's nothing wrong with a pencil. But some of these pens that I used to use for like crafting and stuff, will they still write? I don't know. I know this thing will write. Oh my God, you guys, I used to love this thing. The Magic, I guess it's just called Magic. It like writes in a bunch of colors. But these, you guys, oh my God, these kind of like live rent-free in my brain. I gave another set of these away in a back to school giveaway video, like I don't even know how many years ago. I'm trying to see if there's like a date on here, but I loved the packaging and the theme and the scents so much. Like a freaking root beer nacho cheese marker that I bought a set of these for myself. I like gave a set away in the back to school giveaway, and then I got a set for myself. But I'm kind of trying to wonder, you know, are these still gonna work? I don't know. So that is where I'm gonna swatch a bunch of miscellaneous magical stuff, and we'll see how many items are left in the bowl by the end of that video. So if you guys want to see me like de-stash, declutter pens and pencils and art supplies, stick around. Bye!